Yeah, this is all correct.
I mean, yeah, like, what more do I really say? The person that this video is about really needs no introduction.
Like and subscribe if Roblox moderation is bad.
Guys, hey, everybody watching this video right now, like and subscribe if murder is bad. Like and subscribe if you think Hitler was a bad guy. And personally, I am not a very big fan of him, but I also realized I had never fully talked about it. This video is gonna be dedicated to him and all that bullshit. Before I do get into this, of course, my channel members that I have to get through. Thank you everybody who supports me like that. Len47, Ashbeater 421, Expo, Rains Feature, Double Tap, Jeff, Keefy, Rester, Duster, Clown Keeper, Geostad, Bucketman, Lunacy Flare, Ryan, Odyssey, Supex, I like Big Buff Man, Astral, Ilorak, Rockets, Zorny, Race 207, Heaven, Gigglebug, Silly Dummy, The Fat Purple Pickle, Canned, Theo, Nix, Timber, Fox Square, Not Riley, Swag Kisser, Shy, Mothic, Toxic, Niski, Cosmental, 4, GN, Luca, Kinetic Connor, Nicky is Mad Boy, Geo, Fluffy Boy, Wolf, Danny Dork, Requiem, Vivius, Daddio, The Travioli, Probably Nowhere, Bad Wizard, Neverpoint, 7 but with a 6, Heptizit, and Yorio. You made that intentionally hard to pronounce, I swear to God.
I really dislike when people call me like a Roblox like drama YouTuber, quote unfucking quote. I am not even a big fan of people calling me a commentary YouTuber, considering like the crowd that that term is like typically associated with the exception of like a couple people that have given me favorable coverage and haven't said mean things about me.
One of the most creative Roblox YouTubers there is right now.
I generally dislike the Roblox commentary community, and I have for an incredibly long time. Here's a tweet of me saying I don't like Kaneko Kitten, and then Kaneko Kitten's insecure ass responded to it. I had like less than 100 followers. And I don't know, I think nobody really encapsulates why I dislike the Roblox commentary community more than Parlo. And that's why I'm making this video. So let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
And as you can see here, this is all correct.
Now look, I regard myself as a pretty confident myself, like in general, and I've been pretty egotistical in my life. But even for me, this is like too much. This is a little too much. This is like overflowing in ego. If you don't know anything about Parlo's shitty videos in the first place that, you know, even gave him this ego, well, allow me to introduce you to some of his bangers. Nothing says high effort quality content like making a 1 hour and 40-minute video just reading someone else's fucking Google Doc.
He saw them. Well, so I guess I'm going to very similar animation.
He's not even adding commentary. He's just reading it word for fucking word. Wait, what the f? Why did he tag it with this? Why is it tagged with hashtag notive, hashtag Parlo, hashtag skippity toilet? What does that have to do with anything? Now, you think if you made shit like this, you would maintain pretty humble, but no, actually, no, you don't. And this is going to detail all of his, little missteps.
What prompted me to make this video was an embarrassing post by young Parlo himself onto his YouTube channel. The video entitled "Stop This Roblox," in brackets, Israel vs. Palestine War.
Conflict has escalated between Israel and Palestine, as I'm sure all of you...
Wait, is it the Minecraft glitch?
Use the Minecraft button sound.
...injuries regarding this conflict, and neither side in this situation...
Roblox, you gotta step in. The video being posted about a day and a half after war was declared, clearly cranked out just to farm clicks off of it. These banger videos received feedback from like a bunch of different people, including some people that I'm like mutuals with, like fucking Kinda Good Meal and Schlep. You would think this would trigger some inner dialogue, you know? Like, damn, if everybody who has like a respected opinion is saying that you fucked up, maybe you fucked up. But no. In fact, young Parlo, took to Twitter and made some incredible tweets. He says, and guys, I mean, this is just facts. He says that people only hate him or dislike him because he says what everybody else is just too afraid to say. He tells it like it is.
However, I don't understand what they expect will come out of this situation. Wishing for the country to burn and doing a mass bombing campaign.
I think I've solved the conflict. I think we should stop fighting.
You know, clearly we need to give Parlo a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. We need to give him a Pulitzer Prize for journalism. We need to, you know, endow him with all the accolades that he fully deserves for making a video click farming off of the fucking war in Israel banger. Now the crazy thing about this is not like a novelty. This is not a novelty, like a one-off situation where, like, you know, he said like one unhinged thing, like, you know, because I've been there. I'm not gonna act like I'm some god, but this was not a one-off because he really thinks he is like him. He really thinks he is the shit, okay? While I was writing this video, while I was writing and like producing this video, Parlo took to Twitter to call out a content creator who made a video that, at the time that Parlo called them out, the video had about 30 views. He took to Twitter to call this person out for stealing, okay? Stealing his very, very unique thumbnail design, which, I don't know if we've like talked about the thumbnails of these videos yet, but they're just, I mean, what can I say? They're just incredible. They're just incredible works of art. I think this thread that Parlo has here is one of the most pretentious reads that you will see on Twitter. Going into this thread, you will see countless people saying just like, hey man, this doesn't look like that original, like it doesn't even look like this guy copied you. What are you talking about? And every single time he responds and like increases the severity of his response, at first being like, he definitely copied me. No, you're wrong. To just like typing out full on fucking like, the real ignorance is you dumb piece of shit, you ignorant piece of shit. This is clear artist theft. This is clear idea smuggling. He stole my ideas. It's an insane read. If you have the time for it, I would recommend.
This person who says something actually sane. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think these thumbnails look anything alike besides the fake Twitter screenshot. Titles, word placement of the thumbnail, stealing the word insane. Roblox avatar and left and right on tweet. Assets clearly nabbed. Don't know, it's a solid style that a lot of content creators do this, so they could have got it from many places besides you, but it still is a possibility they got it from you. They absolutely 100% got it from me. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, that's a reasonable. Is this a joke, lol? Neither of those thumbnails look similar. I think the ignorance part is a funny joke on your behalf, because you're mostly always a contradictarian. That is not the word. The titles are the exact same, and he has been copying my thumbnail structures too. It's pretty obvious.
Fuck, man. I mean, you know, I strive to reach the artistic excellence that Parlo is at with these low budget ass fucking videos. Every single thumbnail, if you look for even a second, you will realize that every single fucking thumbnail has the exact same analytics on the, you know, supposed hypothetical tweets. So like, it always has 994 likes and 3,248 replies. How do I have that memorized? It's not even on the script. It's because of this brain rot, dude. This is actually, it's in my blood. It's in my blood. Help, it's in my blood. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. Oh god, oh fuck, it's in my blood.
Let's run this out. I'm gonna show you how to make one of these in like fucking literally 5 minutes. And you know what, Parlo, you can use this one. You can use this one if you want. We're gonna put a circle. The circle needs to be
Just clip it so we can see.
well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just like, shit, this says like my username or some big new text here, and it's gonna say Parlo. Oh, sorry. I mean, my spelling there is actually about as good as like any other Parlo thumbnail. in one of his like most recent thumbnails, the text says "Keys is back." Now we're really cooking in the kitchen with this one.
Slightly bigger, and it has to be like really far away. Perfect. If you made like a response video to you, and he actually had something really similar to this, whatever you're doing right now, that would
so
be
epic.
a trophy.
That would be
Such a trophy. Make it crusty, and also add your face on it because it cannot be faceless. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, literally perfect. It looks so
What if I just
dumb.
like put it on there really shittily like that?
No, please.
I really outdid myself with this one. Disclaimer for several things. One, on this section, there's going to be some discussions of like certain topics and things that I will put on the screen right now. If you don't want any part of that, then you can just skip to the end of the video. And also, another fair disclaimer, because I have seen the way that Parlo likes to respond to content creators who even point this out in the slightest. In the event that Parlo will, poison the well against me, or like, I don't know, take shit out of context or misinterpret me, everything for every claim that is being made here is going to be substantiated with evidence. I'm going to give you just the facts on the situation, nothing more, nothing less. My opinion will be given of it at the very end, separate from all the facts and everything. But with this segment, because of how serious it is, and considering how much Parlo likes to twist anybody that says anything about this, I'm just gonna be sticking to just the fucking facts. Just the facts, and then I will give my opinion. Okay, snowflakes? God, you triggered libtards. Can't even handle my opinion.
And of course the comment section will be some sort of like battle zone, with people making any false inferences on me as possible.
I can already tell the comment section is going to be an absolute war zone, okay, with my fiery hot takes. My takes in question.
Fiery hot takes. The war is bad and civilians
Guys,
dying is bad.
Roblox, you gotta stop this war.
Parlo went inactive for a period of a couple months in between, like, here and here. I don't remember the exact dates. And then made a surprise reappearance in June, late June of this year. But really, though, if you were actually following his other account, this wasn't a very surprise reappearance at all. In fact, over a period of like a month and a half before that, at least, Parlo had actually been operating under a secret, different alias, an alias in no way connected to his YouTube, and an alias that most people probably don't even know about this like existing at all. Parlo created an account shortly after he turned 18, a Twitter account called Cami Femboy. What is Cami Femboy? Well, Cami Femboy was a little account for him to post, if I'm going to be charitable, softcore of himself.
I'm also not going to be showing these images because, well, thanks to a Twitter reply of his and also some other stuff I've seen, apparently Parlo allegedly likes to go around false striking people's videos either through privacy complaints, false privacy complaints, or false copyright strikes. Shout out to GXC is depressed for the footage here.
After I made my video on Parlo, he then joined my Discord server with his friends and started mauling at the fact that I made a video on him. And then he even went on to imply that he was going to get my channel terminated for cyberbullying harassment.
But that's not where he left it at, because he didn't just make a Twitter account where he posted, suggestive photos of himself. He also made a Discord server to go along with that Twitter account. The Discord server was called, as I've mentioned in the title of this segment, Homotopia. This server, while not outwardly NSFW, labeled NSFW, was like pretty much just that. Without marking any of the channels as NSFW, without even saying it's an NSFW server, people there still treated it pretty formally like one. And the problem with that is that it was open to teenagers as young as 15. Their age limit was 15 and up.
The document's flawed too, as the age was 15 plus, not 16, so it was a lie there.
Now, you have an environment where you have teenagers talking with other people that may or may not be teenagers about their sexual interests, all throughout this server. This is just a fact. It does not end there, though. They're in the server, not only was posted, we can just call it that. I wouldn't say it's like, suggestive memes or things. I guess they're memes in a sense that, like they have, I guess that kind of intent in mind, but they're just memes where it's like the joke is sex containing actual like graphic images. But the real kicker of this server is the channel labeled IRL Media, where predominantly kids like under the age of 18 would post suggestive, if I'm going to be fair, images of themselves. Adults and other teenagers would like respond to them flirtatiously, you know, etc., etc. I am not going to show these images. I really find them disgusting, number one, and number two, I don't want this to haunt like the teens who did this in the server, because like these kids are like 15. I would feel disgusting if I even like saved these images to put them on the screen. That's just the facts of it. I will leave you with that information to do, you know, come to whatever conclusion you decide to. If you really want to know my opinion, trigger warning, snowflakes. If you really want to know my opinion, I personally don't think that Parlo was up to like some predatory activities here. I think it was incredibly irresponsible. And what I think is even more irresponsible is his response to the matter. Because, I mean, these are some pretty unavoidable allegations, you know, even if it's coming from like a group of people who like doxed you, this, that, or the other. These are some pretty serious allegations that you should address at some point. But his response to these serious allegations with serious grounds and evidence for them was a little highlight from a stream that he did, a 5-minute clip that was posted not onto his main channel, but onto one of his secondary channels that only has 2,000 subscribers. You see a problem with this? Yeah, I do. I do see a problem with this. The fact that it wasn't posted onto his main, that he didn't address it to his larger audience, so no doubt 90% of his audience never saw this video and never even, like, heard of it at all. And honestly, I find this like disrespectful to this dude's audience, because some of the shit that he does in this response video, in this 5-minute like segment alone, is so like deceptive and just shows that he doesn't even have like a baseline level of respect for his audience, because he doesn't even expect them to like pause the video and read what is on screen. He just expects them to be like, oh, my favorite YouTuber Parlo said it, so I'm not gonna like look into it further, which is crazy to me. You like rob people completely of the opportunity to even think for themselves. You like just take the facts off of the table before they can even come to their own conclusion about it.
That was established for May. Watch this finesse that he does.
Then they got taken down, I think, on the 31st of May. This is all incorrect, and as you can see,
like he doesn't even acknowledge it.
This is all incorrect. Just jumps over it so fucking fast, scrolls right past it, doesn't even expect his audience to like go, well, wait a minute, I want to actually read this and, you know, make sure that, like my favorite content creator Parlo said, it really is all correct, because I can think for myself and come to my own conclusions.
What you see on the screen here is the exact message that Parlo is saying is all incorrect. So let's go through this step by step, and I'm going to provide sources for everything. So the first sentence here says, pornography and suggestive photos were often posted on this server. Okay, this is a fact. I have oodles and poodles of evidence of that. Here is just a bit. Okay. No channels were marked as NSFW. This is also just a fucking fact. Here is a video that someone captured of the server when it was still up. As you could see, none of the channels are marked as NSFW. The third sentence here is a little bit more like iffy. Kind of assumes motives for something when we have no way of assuming like what their motives were for this. Yeah, this was so minors with their Discord account set as underage could still access all channels. We don't know if that's why they did it. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that it did end up resulting in that happening, so that's why I'm saying that sentence is a little bit iffy. The fourth sentence, there was a channel named IRL Media, which was dedicated for members to post photos of themselves. True. This is true. They're not even saying that it was dedicated to them posting suggestive photos. They are just saying it was dedicated to them posting photos of themselves. This is true. I mean, it's called IRL Media. This was generally used by members to post revealing or suggestive photos. True. True. Just true. Just true. This included members who were underage. True. Here's people that posted images of themselves, and here's their age. And it ends off with the legality of these images is questionable, which is a pretty fair read considering there are images of like shirtless teenage boys, underage teenage boys posing in the mirror in a provocative way. So yes, I would say the legality of this is questionable. I certainly would not want to save this on my computer if I were you. So yeah, that's the entire thing, and Parlo scrolled right past it saying this is all incorrect, when in reality it was anything but. Throwing it back to you in the fucking studio, baby.
He also doesn't even explain like what the server was, why it existed, this, that, or the other. He introduces the topic, you know, his softcore Twitter account that resulted in the creation of his this Discord server where minors would post revealing images of themselves. He says that as a server that he cultivated for my Twitter following, which is a hell of a way to say all of what I said before. And it, like, if you don't know the context for it, it makes it sound like he created a server like for his main audience. That makes it sound like he's just talking about his main account. You know, it makes it just sound like he's, you know, talking about that. So again, he's just being deceptive here. He's being deceptive. This whole video is just full of deceptive bullshit. Like how he says to the claim that, you know, kids were posting suggestive images of themselves. Well, he summarizes that. He says that they're accusing him of having CP in the server. And, well, apparently that's a pretty easy thing to debunk, because you know what you could do? Instead of actually just pulling up evidence, which you think would be the most effective thing here, no, he just gets this anecdotal evidence where he asks a guy on Discord, hey, was CP allowed in the server? No, it wasn't allowed. Okay, well, I guess that clears my name then. Fuck, you know, you got me there, like.
And as you can see here, this wasn't allowed. Like, no crap, it wasn't allowed.
Man, like, it is depressing and demotivating to know with this video that I could put my effort in. I could really go all out with this, with like not just like the editing, but like the commentary, the writing of it all. I could do all of that, and in 2.5 seconds, Parlo can just jump over all of it and just say, nah, it's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. Yeah, it's just not true. Because at the end of the day, like, everything that is said in one of his, like, shitty little drama videos is, like, summarized up and put into an easily packageable message that can be communicated easily to, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. So instead of, you know, this video being what it is, which is, you know, not black and white, you know, it's a, I don't know, it's a nuanced critique of him. Instead of that, you know, you could just sum it up to this. You know, you could sum it up to Parlo sucks, or optionally, you could sum it up to Parlo is bad, or you could do a number of other synonyms, or like extrapolate something that I, you know, said and take it to mean something else, misinterpret it. I imagine that's gonna happen a fair amount with this. Prove me right, lil bro. Prove me the fuck right. Prove me right, man. Log on, play some Arsenal, record that shit, hop into Audacity, record a new vocal track, and just stare into your mic and say, you know what, Gone Fishing was fucking right. I love money. I will do anything for $1. You know, I will go on Twitter and, you know, strip for people for money. What more do I really have to say? Besides, I don't know, fucking guys, like and subscribe if Roblox moderation is bad.
75 or 1990, life was good, always been behind me. Doing time is all on my mind. I'm proud wasting day for doing these years. The man in the blue, what must I do? For me behind the bar for breaking 2 laws. When I came to prison, I was scared as hell. A volcano dude said I look very swell. You guys wanna see me hit this? You guys wanna see me hit this? Oh yeah, watch me shred this. Whee! Subscribe, baby, if you want more fucking high effort content like that. I mean, come on, where else are you gonna get that? Rated. Is it no joke? It's going to survive when the weak get broke. Just like a bone, if they can't hold their own. If they're strong, they won't last long. In jail because of